What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do something a little different than my last few videos. I decided to show you all how to de-stress t-shirts and jeans all by yourself at home. So if y'all want to learn more about that, just keep on watching. First, we are going to start with a t-shirt. This is one of my favorite t-shirts, and I made sure to practice this technique on a few other t-shirts before I got to this one. This is one of my favorites. I just think it needs a little more distressing.
I don't want your apology. Good, because you're not getting one. Receipts for fertilizer. 10 bags at a time from several different places.
Alright, so to distress this t-shirt, I just got an old plastic top from a tub and put the shirt over it so I can have just the front fabric to distress through. You want a hard surface under it so that when it makes contact with the rock, it will go through and make the holes that you need. I have 4 different rocks here. They're all different sizes. It doesn't matter what size rock you use or what type of rock you use, just whatever works best for the fabric that you're using. So I'm gonna start with this big one right here, and I'm gonna start at the top, and I will get you all another angle so you can see it more up close. You're gonna take the rock here and just a pointed side. You wanna find rocks that are relatively pointy so that you have enough friction to get through the fabric of these shirts. So while I'm doing it with this rock, I probably won't be able to show you this angle right here, but you will see what I'm doing with this one up here, because I have to pull the shirt and scrub with the rock, and that's kind of hard to do when I'm holding this with one of my 2 hands. Okay, these are the type of holes you're going to get in the shirt when you're doing this rock method. And it honestly doesn't take that long, but you do have to make sure to pull the shirt really tight so that you can get through the fabric and get the holes. But for me, this is how I like my holes to look in shirts, and this is a really simple way to get that. It's been about 10 minutes or so that I've been working on this. I am now going to do this bottom part and make some cuts and add some safety pins. I did a couple safety pins in it. I will show you in a second. This is pretty much it right now. I know you can't really see what I've done, but at the end when I try it on, you will definitely be able to see it. I think I'm gonna add a little more around like the logo. You always want to make sure to rip up the collar a little and the bottom seam of the shirt and like pull it apart so it looks more cohesive and like it was made that way. This is just something personal and what I wanted to do. I added safety pins to my shirt. I just put 1 up here on the collar and then 3 on the bottom of the shirt. That's the type of look that I like for this shirt, and that's what I was going for, but you all can leave it just rips or you can put whatever you want with it. Distressing shirts is very much something that it's up to you how you want it. That's why it's so fun. But this is what I'm dealing with mine. Next, I am going to distress a pair of jeans.
When I drilled over that hatch, so the soap fills with water, the pressure equalized. We got flow.
Next, I'm going to distress these jeans right here. I also picked up some patches earlier, and what my plan for these jeans are, I'm gonna chop out one of the knees in my jeans and put one of these camo patches inside it so it pops out from the knee and it's like a pattern. I think it'll look really cool. And then I think I'm probably just going to distress the other leg and just do a couple slits up and down it, and probably 1 more on the leg that I decide to put the hole in the knee. Let's get started with that. First, of course, you're going to need to put on the jeans while you mark it to make sure you get the holes in all the right spots. Now you just have to mark your jeans. I mark mine up and down. The one thing I hate about these jeans are they're very long, but they fit really nice and they're very comfortable. So you can use fabric chalk or stuff like you should do, but I used a compact powder foundation and a brush just to mark my lines of where I'm going to make my holes. I have my jeans all marked up and my trusty thing. What is this? My trusty tabletop. Now is when the first person view is essential. So I'm going to switch up my camera angle and you will probably not see my face for a little while, but I'm sure that'll be okay. All right, so luckily for me, the jeans I chose are already kind of distressed, as you can see. But the easiest way, in my opinion, scissor and tweezer method, and that is what I'm going to be doing today. Also running a patch to this knee hole to make it all funky and fun. Always when you're doing anything with clothes, honestly, like cutting any type of clothes or anything, you want to make sure you have washable and or will come off type of marking agents, because the last thing you want is to make a perfect pair of jeans and then have red Sharpie stained on them. This slit here now, if you can see. I will grab this too to do an even closer view. All right, so you're just gonna go in and grab, do you see this? This is the vertical threads that run through the jeans, and you're going to go through and pull out all of these. This is a very time-consuming process, but the result of how your jeans look is 100% worth it. Once you get a lot of strings out in one spot, they all start coming out easier, and that's the best part. Right, so this is what it's gonna look like once you get half of it done, but that's exactly what it's gonna look like when you finish this whole thing. So I'm gonna turn this off and just finish this really fast. After you finish pulling out all the vertical threads from the jean hole slit, you want to just pull out some of this stuff at the top and the bottom of the hole so it doesn't look like a clean cut. It looks more rough and stuff. So you just want to take this and like just pull out little pieces from within. Then we are going to move on to this one. Then I'm going to finish up this leg because they're both also skinny pieces, but on this side we have two large ones, and those you do differently than the skinny ones. So I will finish these two up and then we will go back to doing these two. So being the genius that I am, I forgot to turn my camera back on when I started in on the knee hole, but basically I am going to show you what I did. I am going to undo all the things that I did and then we're going to redo them together. Okay, so I just grabbed one of the iron-on patches that I got from Michael's, and I was thinking about how I wanted to put it in the knee. I figured I should keep the jean in here so it would have a nice surface to iron onto. So I did that and cut 4 holes where I figured I would slide the corners of the patch into the holes so we would make a nice resting place for the patch. So I did that and put all 4 of them into their holes, and then I just secured them with safety pins right now because I have to go get the iron, but then I'm going to add some heat bond to the back of the patch and onto the jeans and then sandwich them together and it'll stay. This stuff is great. All right, now this is the final step for these jeans, at least for right now. As you can see right here, I have a much bigger hole than the rest of these. These ones are all relatively thin and small, but this one is a pretty big hole. So when you have a hole this size, or even if I was continuing to keep this as a hole and feather it out like these ones, you have to make a cut in the jean about 1 inch to 1.5 inches or more thick, and just cut it into slits. Makes it easier for you to grab the thread out of the lines in smaller pieces. And ultimately, in the end, it just looks a lot better than one big stringy mess. It's more separated and gives a little more dimension. So we'll just finish this up and then we will see how the shirt and these pants look. All right, so this here is my last step. I am going to take the heat bond right here and I'm going to cut it into strips, put it under the patch where I have my jean, and then iron it for a couple of minutes, not too long though. All right, and here we have our finished products. This is the cut up shirt on the top. I have the bottom part right here on each side. This side is a little more fun. It has safety pins and stuff on it. Here are the jeans. These are the jeans that I've made. I did multiple different heights and lengths for these slits. And then on this leg, I did a camouflage patch with safety pins around it. I bonded this on here with heat bond and it works just like the rest of the pants. They all work fine. Anyways, that is it for today's video from me. I hope you enjoyed this fun, distressing tutorial. It was a lot of fun to make, and now I have more fun things to wear. And this is so easy and so much fun to do. I hope you guys try it out. Honestly, I do. Be sure to like and subscribe and share this video with your friends. It's a really fun one, and it shows you a really easy way to distress your clothes. So I will see you all next Thursday and every Thursday after that with a brand new video. Bye!